Okay, last step of the sales process. Follow up. Okay, so this is where you really become a person and not just a car salesperson. Okay, and you want these people to know that they can count on you, they can rely on you. When they need your help, you're going to be there. Okay, so what I'll do is this: is if I sell a car before 5 o'clock, I'm going to give them a call that night. Okay, so if we sell before 5, call that night. Okay, and make sure that they didn't have any other questions on their way home. Make sure that everything was perfect on the way home. They understand how to use the car, and we didn't miss anything. Okay, after that call, if we sell the car and maybe it's a late night deal, and they leave at the same time that we do, it's 9 o'clock or whatever, and that happens quite a bit. If that happens, call them first thing the next morning. Call them 9:30, 10 o'clock. Say, hey, this is Aaron. I just wanted to make sure that everything was perfect with the car last night, and I want to see how this morning went. Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. I love the car. I love you guys. It was such a wonderful thing. Perfect. Okay, now, if they say, well, there was this one thing that I wasn't completely sure of. Awesome, right? We have a problem. So problems are opportunities. So you say, okay, perfect. Check it out. What time do you get off? Well, I get off at 5 o'clock. Okay, when you're done, do you have time to come and see me? Yeah, I probably have like 10 minutes. Okay, perfect. So bring them back in. You can do a secondary delivery, because when you do your delivery in the first place, they've been here for 5 or 6 hours maybe. They're tired. They're not really paying all the attention in the world. This gives you a chance to do that secondary delivery and really knock it out of the park, right? So get them back in and go ahead and do your second delivery. Now, if they say, no, everything was great, you guys are super cool, here's the key, because I want you to call that person back in 2 days. So from your perspective, you might say, well, if I call them back in 2 days, they might feel like I'm trying to pester them. Well, here's the beautiful thing. If you tell them you're going to call them in 2 days, now they're going to expect that phone call. You're not pestering them anymore. Okay, so then we're going to do 2-day call. Okay, you call them in 2 days, say, hey, this is Aaron, I just want to make sure that you were still super happy. How are you doing? And they're going to say, yes, I'm super happy. Everything is great. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to call you in 5 days and make sure that you're still happy, okay? Okay. And you call 5 days. And yes, they're still super happy. Perfect. Did anybody ask you about the car? Have you shown it to anybody? Oh my gosh, yeah, I showed it to everybody. Cool, what'd they think? Well, they thought it was really cool. Awesome. Do you think any of them might be in the market for a car? Then I might be able to help them too. Oh my gosh, you know what? I didn't even think about it, but Sally said that, yeah, she was kind of thinking about looking for a car too. Great. Is it okay for me to call Sally? Yeah. Here, let me give you our information. Right now you get a referral. So here's the most important thing about doing your follow-up, making sure that you stay in contact with people. Now, a couple weeks ago, we sold a car to a guy. We really took care of him. He was super happy. Everything was great. And then 2 days later, he brought his daughter back, and she bought a car. And then 3 days after that, one of his friends came in and bought a car. So in a matter of 7 days, we sold 3 cars, all because of one person, and we took care of them. But if you don't have a system like this, you don't have a process, the process is the most important part. Something that you're going to follow every time that creates consistency, right? Consistency creates credibility. Credibility creates sales. Okay, so now you've done your 5-day call. Great, you're super happy. Did anybody else notice a car that really liked it? Great, can I talk to them too? Maybe they can buy a car. Okay, once you make it through this process, then you're going to call them every month. You're going to call them every single month after they buy that car. Okay? Am I pestering them? No. Let me tell you what this call is going to sound like. So you call them on the phone. It's been a month since they bought their car. They don't answer the phone. You're going to leave a message. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, this is Aaron calling from the dealership. I just wanted to follow up, make sure that everything is still great with the car. If you need anything, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. There is no need to call. Everything is fine. But if you ever need anything, I'm always here for you. Here's my phone number. And by the way, if you know anybody else who could use my help, will you please send them my way? Have them ask for me. That's it, right? If they answer the phone, that's even better. Oh, hey, yeah, there was kind of an issue. I noticed this sound coming like from the rear end of my car and I wasn't sure what it is. Perfect. Another problem. Now we get a chance to be an advocate and help them with their problem. The more, you don't want to have problems all the time, but a problem is not a problem. A problem is an opportunity. So now we use this opportunity to really solidify those relationships, right? But if you don't call, they won't tell you. They're not going to pick up the phone and call you. You have to be proactive, okay? And I'm going to tell you one final story, and then that's pretty much it for the training. So make sure that you have all your notes from all of the videos, put them all together, write me a paragraph, tell me why you want to sell cars, and email that to me at the address that I sent you. But before I let you go, I'm going to tell you this story. So about 20 years ago, I bought a car for my wife. And I looked for this car literally for like 3 months. And I finally found it. And I went and I bought the car. And she drove it for just about a month and a half. And she was in an accident and that car was totaled. Right? So what happened? I started shopping again. Now, if the guy that I had bought that car from had called me and I knew his name, what do you think I would have done? I already know this guy. I hate car salespeople just like everybody else, but I already know this guy and I know he'll take care of me. So let's go see if he has a car, but he never reached out to me. So I didn't remember his name, so I didn't even know who to call. So every month you want to reach out to your people, make sure they know who you are and they know that you're there to help. So what we did was we ended up buying another car. And guess what happened was a year after we bought it, we got a piece of mail from the dealership and they said, hey, you've had your car for a year, isn't that wonderful? Well, no, it's not, because that car that I shopped for 3 months to get was totaled inside of 45 days and I had to go replace it. But had they followed up with me, I probably would have gone there first. So keep that in mind. Make sure that you're doing your follow-up. Make sure that these people know who you are and know that you're there to help so that you can grow your business. You can grow your pipeline. Everybody that you meet, everybody that you talk to should all go into your pipeline so that you can continue to grow your own business, not just from walk-up customers on the street, but from people that you've already built a relationship with. All right? Thanks again for your time. Appreciate everything. If you have any other questions, you can always email me. Send me all your notes and a quick paragraph on why you think that you want to sell cars. All right, we'll talk real soon. Thanks. Have a great one.